need to start off with a word to all of the women that are here. We heard earlier on that a lot of the women that's in this room are women who are running single households. They're looking after their children. It's young people who are at university. And then they look at people like us and say, no, these people have all grown up with a golden spoon in their mouth. It is not like that. The message I want to pass on to you is that you can achieve anything that you want to be, you can be. You can achieve anything. But that decision to do that lies with you. The reason I'm saying that, because I'm a living example of that. Like you, I come from a family that was run by one woman. That was my leader, and that's my mother. Why? Because her husband passed away, left her with 3 children when he died. Left her with a 2-month-old child, a 1-year-old child, and a 3-year-old girl. This woman had to go and work, like many of you, day to day. Had to go and work for somebody else, work for somebody else to earn money. They had to work in a factory to earn money, take their children to school. But the one thing they are always determined, that leadership of that woman, are then the ones who then guide their children to say, I don't want you to live like me. I want you to be better. And this is something that every woman in this room, you will always tell the next woman and the next child and the neighbor's child every single day. Because you are determined to succeed. Because women know we can nurture. You nurture. You nurture your own. You nurture the ones around you. Because you know that whatever you do, whoever you are guiding, they will achieve what you guide and lead them to. So when anybody thinks that you have to have this type of, you have to know people, you have to be somebody to get to where we are, my answer to you is simple: no, you don't need that. You need yourself. You need to believe in yourself. You need to work hard, like our parents and their parents and everybody else and the women have done before. And continue with that, and you will get to where you want to be. So my story then is fast tracking. How do I get to, so the 3 key things in my life. Went through whole education system. Politically, I ended up in a trade union because I knew that within the labor, and this is in the mining industry, the time when I entered the mining industry, the workers, many women who left the women and wives at home in the rural areas, in the villages, they came to work in the mines. And we were the people who had to go out there negotiating with their employers to try and change and improve their conditions of employment, their own discrimination, the poverty that they were experiencing, improving those conditions. So I spent a large part of my life with that, cutting my teeth, laying the foundation to what I was to become, determined to succeed. And for the first time, mine workers never had anything for themselves. People used to work in mines. They used to contract diseases, illnesses. They used to die, and their families in the villages, the women, ended up with nothing. But through the labor movement and through the union, for the first time we were enabled, and I was instrumental in that, to make sure that mine workers, when they become ill or when they die, there is some pension or provident fund for them that their families could benefit from that. Moving on from the labor movement into business. Because nothing can stop you from where you want to be. And into business, today, we all know and we've seen a very large company, the biggest company in the ICT industry. Most of you are using a telephone. Where does it come from? How did it start? Not only are we using the telephone here in South Africa, in 21 countries across Africa and the Middle East, those telephones are being used. Who were the people to ensure that happens? It's not some group of white people who did that. No. It's a group of black men and a black woman who did this, who grew a company like MTN from 3 countries that they were in at the time to 21 countries, delivering to over 250 million people across Africa and the continent. Telephony services. These are the things that we decided we can do. But never, you know when there are success stories, women or black people don't get the credit. They don't. It has to be somebody from somewhere who's done it, but they don't get the credit. Now I am telling you today, what MTN is today, the growth, the profitability, the access to communication that everybody has today. It has been built and grown by black people and a black woman. So moved on to that.
Who's that black woman, Irene?
That black woman is me. I might have
This is the black woman. She's trying to tell you, so I thought I should come in. She is the black woman who was part of the group that grew MTN into the multi-billion rand operation that it is.
So I was saying to you, if we can come from a township and do that. Like many of you, I do come from a time, I always used to say to people, when it used to be summer, it rained because the corrugated iron was sweating. If it rains, the water comes through. So either way, you always have rain right through the year. So MTN, and in addition to that, what we were able to do, and again, the black woman, 3,200 workers, ordinary people, from the cleaner to the manager. We put in a scheme and created wealth for them. We bought shares in the company. Everybody benefited. 3,200 employees benefited and changed their life because we built the company and moved that share price from 8.35 rand to about 100 rand a share when they got paid up. And I must say, one of the people at the time, another black woman who helped us at the time, was Gloria, sitting right here next to me. Another one woman who helped us is Suzanelle. Where is Suzanelle?
She's hiding somewhere.
Oh, Suzanelle as well. So 9 years, so you saw the video of Smile. It was a vision. So now I want to prove that you can start something from nothing. You can take an idea, determination, with the support of the communities, of the people here. Go out there and start something. Raise money. So I went out there with a vision to start a new company called Smile. Raise money from people from the Middle East, because those are the people willing to put in the money. And today, I can say to you, we are not only operational in Tanzania, we are operational in Nigeria. So I hope, Madam, you are using Smile. We're in Nigeria. We are in Nigeria. We are in Uganda. And we will be operational later this year in the DRC. And what that means is that we were able to, we have infrastructure. When I say infrastructure, it's data centers, it is towers that's in existence in all of those countries. People buy data and access to the internet from us. The experience that they have in those countries is a better experience that they get from South Africa because we don't have it here. Then it was a technology that came, the best technology. It was introduced in those countries before the UK and before some of the countries in Europe. And so today people can experience access to the internet, what we call broadband. 4G means currently you have 2G, then there's 3G, this is 4G. It means that when you get into the internet, you download movies, you download content, you can download healthcare, education, entertainment at the speed of light without it buffering, good quality. That's what we are giving. And that's what our business is about. And we are growing. The business today is worth multi-billion rand. I will say rand because soon it will be multi-billion dollars. But now I know equity value. It is, we have a company in 9 years that we've built that's 10 billion rand at the moment. So all I want to end off with to say, I know I'm not answering your question.
You have.
But we'll come back to the woman that we are following. The opportunities that we have been given would not have been possible without the woman before us. The woman and men who've made sacrifices, but the woman who was determined. And what drove them? They were determined, they said, they were decisive in making a decision. And then they were decisive in taking action. We must stop talking. Be decisive in your decision. Be decisive in the action. And then believe that you can do it. Don't let anybody tell you, you can do it. If you think you can do it, rather go and sleep. Because you can do it. If you decide you can. You are strong. Stronger than anybody out there. You can do it. We could do it. You can do it. You can do it. Anybody can do it. So just my word is go out there and just be decisive in your decision making and in your action, like the woman before us. And go and just do what you set your mind to do. Thank you.